Okay, boys and girls, let me tell you a little bit about our guest speaker for today. Her name is Elizabeth Gonzalez, as Father mentioned earlier. She was a St. Mary's School student just like you guys. She graduated from St. Mary Catholic Community School. And she went on to high school and had a wonderful career in high school where she was very active and involved, just like she was here at St. Mary's. She even created a campaign that focused on treating one another with respect and kindness. Then, after high school, she decided to go to another Catholic school, and she accomplished something really great. She got accepted to the University of Notre Dame. That's a big deal. For those of you who don't know, the University of Notre Dame gets thousands and thousands and thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of applications every year. They select only a small number of students, and Elizabeth was one of the students that was selected. And not only is she at Notre Dame, she is thriving there. My brother happens to be a professor there, and he talks to a lot of people. And people over the last couple of years have come up to him and said, "Hey, you're from the region. Do you know this girl named Elizabeth Gonzalez? She's from the region too. This girl is a rock star. And she's been just doing a great job at the University of Notre Dame, making her family very, very proud. And recently, she was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa." Now, some of you might think, well, that's a sorority or something like that. No, that's not what that is. Phi Beta Kappa is the single most prestigious academic honor society that any college student could be admitted to. This is a big deal, my friends. So in just a moment, I'm going to ask Elizabeth to come on up to the podium and give a little talk to you guys. And it's so good to see everybody assembled here. But before we do that, I have to say, from a parent standpoint, and many of the teachers here can relate, being a parent is not an easy thing. It's quite the challenge. And I have to say, over the years, I've gotten to know her mom and her dad, Richie and Claudia, and I really think, before I even bring Elizabeth up here, we need to acknowledge Mrs. Claudia Gonzalez, her mom, who's here, for doing such a wonderful job. Mrs. Gonzalez did a heck of a job. So without any further ado, Elizabeth, come on down. Everybody, let's give a St. Mary's Wildcat welcome back to Elizabeth.
Thank you, Mr. Ruiz, for those wonderful introductory remarks, and thank you all for having me here today. Good morning. 14 years ago, I put on my St. Mary's uniform for the first time. I remember feeling a mixture of excitement and anticipation as I walked into Mrs. Wacker's class. It's a vivid memory that I carry with me right now as I stand here thinking about back to all those years that brought me to this moment that I'm in right now. St. Mary's is more than just a school. It is a special place where I grew in my faith and found lifelong friends that became family. Here in this nurturing environment, I learned lessons that extended beyond the textbooks. While many of these lessons were given to me by my teachers, many were also delivered in homilies by Father Pat or from the wise words of our lunch ladies. At St. Mary's, you are surrounded by extraordinary people. The teachers here are truly one of a kind. They don't just teach, they inspire. Let me share a few qualities of some of the teachers who have made a lasting impact on my life. In Mrs. Wacker's class, I learned the values of discipline and hard work. She held us to a high standard. She pushed us to see that our potential was far greater than we could ever imagine. Mrs. Horn created a safe environment where my classmates and I felt comfortable to blossom into the fullest version of ourselves. She shared her selfless kindness and love with each one of us that I remember till this day. She made us feel like we could do anything. Mr. Rossi nurtured my love for music and exposed me to so many genres of music, spanning from the Beatles to Singing in the Rain to, we also watched West Side Story. I really loved that. And this foundation guided me in my 4 years in high school as I pursued musical theater and the cantering that I still do today at Notre Dame. Mrs. McLaughlin showcased exceptional patience and a desire to make her students learn to love math. She shared her kind heart with me before school in our before school chats, and to this day I still have the signed copy of the Princess Diaries that she gave to me, which I think is a testament to how teachers at St. Mary's go above and beyond. Mr. Neiman single-handedly laid the foundation for my academic interests that I still pursue today in college as a political science and global affairs major. Each day I eagerly look forward to Mr. Neiman's class and learning from his endless knowledge on world and US history. Mr. Neiman is a phenomenal teacher, and I don't know if I would be pursuing these interests today if it weren't for the introduction that he provided for me. And lastly, Mr. Ruiz, he believed in me. From 3rd grade to 8th grade and all throughout high school, he made sure that I knew that from every step of the way, St. Mary's had my back, and St. Mary's believed in my potential. Mr. Ruiz leads our school with a standard of excellence that all Catholic schools should strive for. Catholic Schools Week reminds us of the unique gift of a Catholic education. It is here that I learned the building blocks of Catholic social teaching. I learned about faith, hope, charity, and love, and how it is our responsibility as the children of God to lead our lives with those values. St. Mary's is a place, as I said, where everyone believes in you. And I'll never forget the day I got a call from Mr. Ruiz where he shared with me that a member of our parish community wanted to support me in sending me to a camp at Notre Dame. At the time, Notre Dame seemed like a distant dream, but that call changed everything. From this one opportunity, St. Mary's gave me a goal that led me to pursue into my future. Getting accepted into Notre Dame and attending Notre Dame became my North Star all throughout high school. It's what I wanted to do, and I worked really hard for it. But it would not have been possible without having a community of people in this school and our parish community who made me believe that it was something that was within my reach. My time at St. Mary's laid the foundation for my journey at Notre Dame, teaching me to embrace excellence and value community. Now, Notre Dame is known for its exceptional Notre Dame family, and that's one of the things that people just like to talk about when they think about Notre Dame. Well, I feel very lucky because it was at St. Mary's first that I learned what it means to be a part of a community that supports, cares, and loves for each other. My time at St. Mary's flew incredibly fast, and it will for all of you as well. Whether you're sitting up front right here or all the way back there with the 8th graders, it will fly before your eyes. So please, cherish every moment and be thankful for your parents for giving you this opportunity to grow and learn in such a special place. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made in the image and likeness of God. Be kind and respectful to your peers. You have no idea how meaningful one smile could be in changing someone's day and how that joy could spiral to one person to the next. It's by leading with kindness that you will make the lifelong friendships that I have been able to cultivate. And make new friends, and in addition to that, try new things. Join the robotics team, try out for CYO basketball, serve at 620 Mass. I know I really enjoyed that. But Whatever you decide to do, make sure that you open your heart and your mind to all St. Mary's has to offer. And now, before I close, I would like you to join me in a quick activity. If you could all close your eyes for me. Close your eyes and envision your dreams for the future. Do you want to be the president? Do you want to be an astronaut? Do you want to be an author, an actor, a doctor, a teacher? When you have this image in your mind, hold on to it. Think of what you're wearing, what you're doing, what kind of people you're surrounded with, what you want to do on the day-to-day. Now, when you have this vision in your mind, hold on to it and open your eyes. Now, I promise you, here at St. Mary's, you have all the opportunities to make that dream that you just envisioned a reality. In the Bible, God declares in Jeremiah 29:11, he says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but plans to give you hope and a future." Here at St. Mary's, you have all the tools available to you to make sure you take advantage of creating the best future possible for yourself. So whether your time at St. Mary's is just beginning or coming to an end, soak it in, embrace the journey, and never forget the people, the place, and the moments that made you you. Because one day you're going to look back and see how far you've come and realize just how blessed you were to be sitting in these seats. I want to end by saying thank you to St. Mary's for having me here today, and also just a heartfelt gratitude for being my foundation for my future. And all of the things that I have accomplished would not have been possible without this education, my teachers, and this school and parish community. I'm so excited for all of you, and I can't wait to see what this life has in store for you. And if you remember one thing from me being here today, remember, the world is full of opportunities, all of them available to you, but it starts right here at St. Mary's with a Catholic education. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I'll tell you what a way to have our end day to Catholic Schools Week begin with Mass and that wonderful message that you provided to all of our students. So from the bottom of my heart and all of the teachers here, I'm sure we all feel the same way. Thank you so much for the example you set for all of these little ones in this gym right now. Thank you. God bless. Students, you may return to class.